I'm just popping on live to speak to you about mindset and the fact that it really does matter. So this week I have been working on thinking about every day what I am grateful for. So let's start all together. Pop below what you are grateful for, really grateful for in this moment in time. So the last 3 days, I'm on day 3. So day one, I can't remember what I said I was grateful for, but I said something I was grateful for. Oh, for my family. Day 2, I said I was grateful for my other half. And today, day 3, I'm saying I'm grateful for my home and the fact I've got running water and hot and cold water, and that I just get to live in a nice warm house and I'm not out on the streets really cold. And what I'm finding is that mindset really does matter to this, to what we're doing. So if your mind is not in the right state, what you're trying to achieve will not be in the right state. So how many people have had days where they really obsess about everything and just nothing goes right? So you're just working against yourself, you're not moving forward, you're just obsessing and procrastinating about things. This is not a good place to be in. What you need is little focused bits of times, and what I'm finding is by every morning just having a little think, waking up in the morning and thinking about what I'm grateful for is really helping my mindset. And I'm sure if you do the same thing, it will really help your mindset as well. So the live that I'm popping on today, I'm waking up pretty early, aren't I? I've not even looked at myself this morning and I'm on a live with you. There's no sun shining today though. So let's have a little think and see how you get on. So pop below what you are really grateful for. What are you absolutely amazingly grateful for today? Even if it's just a little thing, you'll find by popping up in the morning and thinking about one thing that you are really grateful for will really set your mind for the whole day to be more positive. Because when you're working in a positive mindset, everything you do will just be so much easier to do, and you'll feel a lot more happier, and you'll find you're more focused and you don't procrastinate about what you're doing, you don't overthink stuff. You will just sit down, do what you need to do, and then move on. So I just wanted to pop on with a quick one today just to say, are you looking after your mindset? And if you're not looking after your mindset, it's something that will really help propel you in what you're doing, because once you look after your mind and what your mind is thinking, you will find that you will step forward quite quickly. So it's not about just success, it's also about your mind being in the right mindset. And by following this plan that I've been following, my mind has completely changed its whole way of thinking. I seem to look more at the positive side of things than the negative side, because even though things can be really bad, your mind is what will get you. So everything, if you think about it, everything we do goes on up here, doesn't it? So your mind can make you or break you. It really is a powerful tool. And having been someone who has suffered with anxiety and also a bit of depression in my time, I know how powerful that mind is, and you can rewire your mind. You don't have to stay in these situations. You can rewire your mind to, when you know, like, it's like, for instance, when you know something, like I've got dyslexia, so I know what things happen and what I get as a result of that. So when I'm writing and I can't think of certain words or I'm finding it really hard, I just have a little refocus and I think, actually, this isn't an issue, this is just my dyslexia. How can I deal with this? And I just take a step back and then I go back into it, and it's much easier. So when you start learning how your brain is wired and how you work, you can then start to see when different things are starting to affect you, because I don't think I'll ever get past what what's happened like to my mind, but I have learned that I know my triggers, I know when things are happening, and when you know that and you learn your mind, you will be able to work. So I hope you understand where I'm going with this. So your mind is a very powerful tool, and it is very important that you spend some time working on your mindset and finding ways that you can get your mind to think in a more positive way when it comes to this. Because if you're doing all of this and you're not having fun, your mind is not in the right frame. I'm not going to say, oh, it's going to be really exciting every day and you're going to be really successful, because you're not. You're going to have days where you just think, why am I bothering? Why am I doing this? What is the actual point? But then you're also going to have days where it's just going to go absolutely, everything's skyrocketing, you're on top of the world, and it's great. So what you've got to remember is, when you're on these days where it's just feeling like you're not getting anywhere and what's the point, you just need to keep going. You need to push your way through that feeling of thinking, oh, it's just not going my way, I just don't know why I bother. We've all been there. You plough through that, and then this is what's the reason I'm talking about this is because I come on here and I give it, oh yeah, it's so great, but I have days where I just feel, why am I bothering? What is the point? What am I achieving from this? And I spent a couple of days this week thinking to myself, why am I bothering? What is the point of all this? But do you know what happened? I got through those days. I decided to work on my mindset. I decided to plough through. I decided to have focus time. I decided to put my phone down, because this is what it's all about. It's not about being connected to your phone 24/7. We don't want that life anymore. We want to be able to control. And when you grab the control of what you're doing, it is so much more easier, because you're in control of your journey. You're in charge. No one else is in charge. You're in charge. You decide how long you want to be on here, how little you want to be on here, what you want to do. Do you want to hold events at home? Do you want to go out and about? You are in charge of what you want to do. You know in your mind what you want to do and how you want to do it. And there's no one out there that can tell you the right way. You need to look at what you want to do, and you've got to train yourself to be good at how you want to work it. So I sidetracked a little bit there, but I hope that made sense. So as I talk more, I get more in the flow. So you get more deeper and deeper. So it is all about mindset. And I'll go back to where I was starting about how I'd had a few days where I just didn't feel that great this week. Things weren't going like they were. What was the point? And you know what? I ploughed my way through them days. I just went on my plan. I had a plan. I did my morning post. I just kept doing it. I didn't put as much effort into it. I took a step back, but I kept going, because that's the most important thing. And you know what happened yesterday? Everything absolutely exploded. I was on cloud nine. I had people messaging me. I had people talking to me. And that made me think, I'm not going to have a great day every day. It's just not going to be great every day. But what will happen is you'll have days where it will skyrocket. And you know what's happening? Where I'm working this new way, I'm having less and less time between the successful days. So I'm having these, I used to spend, I don't know if this is you, please do say this is me. I used to spend a lot of time in the down days thinking, what is the point? And I never got the high days, and I just spent all my time down here, down the bottom, not really knowing what to do to get myself back up there. But as time is going on, the good days are more and more and more, and it isn't being easy. This is not easy. If you think this is going to be easy and you want easy, this is not probably the way forward for you, because you still need to have a little bit of get up and go and a little bit of drive, because when you have them days where it's just not going like that great, that's going to get you through. But what's happening is, as I go on and on and on, I'm getting more of the good days, and I know that in a year from now the good days are going to be more than the bad days, because learning your trade is what you need to do. So I hope you can keep joining me here. I hope you've got a little bit of value from today. If you have got value, #value, I would love to know what you're thinking, what you need to know, and I can try and cover what you need to know. And like I said, I do have a group where I cover a little bit more in-depth training in this, and you can start following or learning a little bit about how I've gone from every day of being absolutely thinking what's the point, to now only having a few days that, I tell you what, the last few days have been the first 2 down days I've had in months, and this is something else. Who would love to not have to sit there and dwelling, worrying about if it's going to work, just enjoying it, enjoying the process, not worrying about where the next thing's coming from. And this is what this is all about, and this is what I'm trying to help you with. So thanks for watching me. I'll see you again soon, and thanks for watching. So bye.